Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to configure uh, two Cisco phones using a CME router. So here's the diagram I've gotten here, and as you can see, it's here. And so let's look at the video. So here I'm installing sudo apt danagen IPS, and let's see what's in the video. So I'm going to make a directory in my home directory, as you can see, home, and my name, and then mint VM. Then I'm going to move this file, adventure something, to my home, to my route or home directory. Then I'm going to run this command again, dyna-ips-h 2000 and then I run this command sudo dynagen config, and then I tell it to localhost 2521. Then I configured the IP address here. So I sudo nano into home iroy mint vm slash router slash dynagen config. So let's see. So I create an exact copy of router 1 in the nano file as router 2. Then I select console port as 2522 and tab 2. Then I start R1 and then I start R2. Then I open a new tab where I type in telnet localhost 2521 and 2522. Then I configure the IP addresses. Then I sudo brctl adif bridge 0 tab 1 and then I sudo brctl adif bridge 0 tab 2. First, I need to then before I need to do sudo ifconfig tab 1 up and then brctl adif br0 tab 2 and ifconfig tab 1 up. Sorry, tab 2 up. Then I type in telephony service to activate telephony service. Then I type in max ePhones 20. Then I type in the IP source address, which is on port 2000. Then I type in maxdn25. Then I type in system message. It could be any name. I typed in R2 Roy skills. Then I create CNF files. But before that, my clock is not synchronized, so I first set the clock. Then I do the same thing on router 2. Then I start my two VMs, Windows VMs, Windows CIPC1 and Windows CIPC2. Then I go to preferences and change my TFTP server. Do this for both the VM machines. As you can see, my phone has been registered. As you can see, both my phones have been registered. Then I set the ePhone DN1. Then I set the number as my 7894. Then I set the MAC address that I copied from preferences network. Then I type in 7995 for router 2. Then I configured the dial peer. Then I configured the destination pattern and the session target for both R2 and R1. Now I can call from one of the IP phones to the other using the phone numbers that I've typed in.